A 180-pound Rottweiler named Blaze collapsed on the porch at 5:14 a.m., barely breathing. His family thought he was dying, but a stranger's bloody cat at the vet revealed Blaze's terrifying secret life. Liam and Alara Sterling lived on a sprawling, fog-drenched property at the edge of the Kentucky wilderness, and at the center of their world was Blaze, a 180-pound Rottweiler with a chest like an anvil and paws the size of dinner plates. Blaze was a physical masterpiece of the breed. But to the Sterlings, he wasn't a guard dog. He was a giant, fuzzy shadow. During the day, Blaze was the ultimate lapdog, a title he took quite literally. Despite his massive frame, he would spend his afternoons trying to squeeze his 180-pound body onto the sofa next to Alara, resting his heavy, blocky head on her lap while she worked. He was a creature of gentle size and clumsy affection, a dog that seemed more interested in belly rubs than home security. Liam often joked that if a thief ever broke in, Blaze would likely lead them straight to the treats in exchange for a head scratch. However, as the sun dipped below the jagged tree line and the Kentucky mist began to crawl across the fields, something in Blaze would shift. His pupils would dilate, his ears would swivel toward the dark woods, and the playful bebic of the afternoon would vanish. For 3 months, the Sterlings noticed a disturbing pattern. Every night, Blaze would refuse to sleep in his orthopedic bed. He would pace the hallways with a heavy, rhythmic thud, his eyes bloodshot from a lack of rest. He was fighting a war against sleep, struggling to keep his eyelids open as he patrolled every window and door. He looked like a soldier suffering from battle fatigue, yet his resolve never wavered. Every morning at dawn, Liam would find him lying on the front porch, caked in dried mud, his chest heaving with exhaustion, and fresh, jagged cuts marking his paws. They tried everything, locking him in the bedroom, installing white noise machines, but Blaze would only howl with a primal grief until he was released back to his post. He was a dog possessed by an ancient duty, a guardian breed living out a thousands-year-old genetic oath that his owners couldn't yet comprehend. They saw a tired dog. They didn't realize they were looking at a sentinel who hadn't slept in 90 days. If you're watching this and haven't subscribed yet, I have to say, my heart is breaking. These stories of loyalty need your support to reach the world. Hit that subscribe button right now. You won't regret joining our rescue family. Little did the Sterlings know, the peace of their neighborhood wasn't a coincidence. It was a gift bought with Blaze's blood and sleepless nights. The breaking point came on a Tuesday morning that felt colder than usual. Liam stepped out with a cup of coffee at 5:30 a.m., expecting to see Blaze's usual tired greeting. Instead, he found a scene of total devastation. Blaze was sprawled across the wooden slats of the porch, his 180-pound body motionless. He didn't lift his head. He didn't wag his tail. His breathing was shallow, a ragged whistle that tore through the morning silence. Panic exploded in Liam's chest as he shouted for Alara. They loaded the massive, limp weight of their dog into the back of the truck, tears blurring their vision as they sped toward the 24-hour emergency vet. "He's just so tired, Alara," Liam whispered, his hands trembling on the steering wheel. "He's worked himself to death." When they burst into the clinic, the staff rushed Blaze onto a gurney. As the vet began checking his vitals, the waiting room door swung open violently. A woman rushed in, clutching a carrier, her face a mask of terror and gratitude. In her arms was a cat, badly injured but alive. She saw Blaze on the table and let out a choked sob. "Is that him?" she asked, pointing at the massive Rottweiler. Liam looked up, confused. "That's our dog, Blaze. Why?" The woman collapsed into a chair, her voice shaking. "I live 2 miles down the road. Last night, a pack of 5 stray dogs, huge, aggressive curs, cornered me and my cat in the yard. I thought we were dead. I closed my eyes and prayed." She took a ragged breath, looking at Blaze's scarred paws. And then, out of the darkness, this black and tan shadow came screaming out of the woods. He didn't bark, he just hit that pack like a mountain falling. He fought all 5 of them at once to keep them away from my door. He stood between us for an hour in the freezing rain until they finally retreated into the forest. The Sterlings stood paralyzed. The cuts, the mud, the uykusuzluk. It wasn't just their property he was guarding. Blaze had been patrolling the entire valley, a silent judge in the night, protecting those who couldn't protect themselves. The vet sighed, looking at the exhaustion in Blaze's eyes. He's in systemic shock from overexertion. His body is shutting down because he refused to rest. For 2 agonizing hours, the clinic remained a cathedral of silence, broken only by the rhythmic hum of the IV drip feeding Blaze's depleted frame. The vet shook her head at the fading monitor, whispering that his heart was finally giving up, as if the giant had decided his long watch was finally over. Ilara knelt by his massive head, sobbing into his velvet ears and pleading for him to return. But just as the monitor began its terrifying, steady drone, a low, menacing growl from a stray dog in the back kennels shattered the stillness. In that split second, something miraculous occurred. Blaze's eyes snapped open with a primal intensity that defied every medical law. The 180-pound beast sat bolt upright on the table, took a deep, rattling breath, and threw his head back to release a haunting, half-wolf howl that vibrated the clinic's glass and chilled the blood of everyone present. It wasn't a bark, it was a war cry, a king announcing to the darkness that his territory was still under his absolute protection. The growling in the back ceased instantly, and a heavy silence fell over the entire valley as Blaze's message was received. The guardian is still awake. His heart rate stabilized as he reached into the depths of his soul to find one last spark of fire. Today, Blaze still lives with the Sterlings, remaining a gentle lapdog by day, but patrolling his reinforced porch station by night. He is the living proof that the most terrifying monsters are often the ones holding the shield for the rest of us. Love isn't just a wagging tail. Sometimes it is a wolf's howl in the dead of night. If Blaze's legendary bravery moved your soul, subscribe right now and tell me in the comments, would you trust a 180-pound guardian like Blaze with your life? I read every single story. See you in the next one.